Welcome back to SBR Forum Videos. Three NBA teams are bound to be huge favorites several times throughout the year this upcoming season. The San Antonio Spurs, Golden State Warriors, and Cleveland Cavaliers are all atop the NBA future odds boards here this offseason, and they will all be double-digit favorites a lot this season. However, when is betting double-digit favorites a bad idea, and when is it a good idea to fade these big favorites and go with taking the points with the underdog? Well, you can look at some of the betting data from last season and take a look at when it could be a good idea. For instance, the San Antonio Spurs were favorites a lot last season. They were 51-21 straight up as a favorite. However, only 35-34-2 against the spread in those same games as favorites. The Warriors also started the year hot against the spread as favorites, going 29-16. However, finished the year off at 18-19 against the spread. So really, a lot of looking into it, you have to take a look into account of what that team's value is going into a season and how under or overvalued they are. For instance, when betting double-digit spreads, Golden State was only 17-16 against the spread last year during the regular season as a double-digit favorite. However, they started the year 10-5 against the spread as a double-digit favorite because, of course, sportsbooks were undervaluing them. We didn't quite know yet the Golden State Warriors were championship materials in the first couple months of the season. However, once they did realize that, Golden State Warriors went 7-11 against the spread as a double-digit favorite. Kind of the opposite, taking a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. They started the year 2-5 against the spread as a double-digit favorite. They were very overvalued, and of course, if you remember, they stumbled a lot earlier in the season, and LeBron took that time off as well. However, after that stretch, they finished the year 12-7 against the spread as a double-digit favorite. So it really depends on the team, but for those three teams that I specifically mentioned, it's going to be a lot of overvaluation potentially earlier in the year, and that's the time that it might be the best time to fade these guys. Go with taking the points with a big double-digit underdog. The Spurs and the Cavaliers last year both started the year in the first 3 months of the season going around 500 against the spread as a double-digit favorite before they started to take, get control of things, really start to peak for their performance late in the season. And of course, that also coincided with teams starting to tank and teams starting to feel the dog days of February and really, really pushing for more of a better lottery pick instead of going against teams who were, of course, looking to better their playoff potential. So, looking at it, you have to take a look at possibly fading some of these big double-digit favorites earlier in the year. It could prove to be a profitable betting trend for your NBA picks coming up this season. But that'll do it for me this time. For Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.